Hey viewers, welcome back to Marvel Motorist. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Today we have the Volkswagen Virtus in its Highline avatar standing right in front of us. If you're in North Bangalore, check out the showroom details in the description. The Highline variant comes with all LED setup upfront. It gets LED DRL similar to the previous generation Skoda Rapid. Both high beam and low beam are LED headlamps, though they are not projectors. Moving on, the fog lamps are halogen bulbs that has a piano black finish around it. It also gets decent amount of chrome that runs around the chin of this car. Overall, it has a striking design up front and it is definitely a head turner. If you look closer at the headlamps, you will see it has two compartments that is split by chrome. Moving on to the side profile of the car, you will see that the Highline variant gets turn indicators on the ORVMs, a 16-inch alloy wheels finished in silver, and you also have this line that runs along the body which really looks good. And you also get request sensors on the driver's side as well as on the passenger side, and a shark fin antenna finished in black that really looks good. And it also gets the fuel lid towards the right side of the driver. Moving on to the rear section, you will see that this car looks very sporty because of all the black elements that you see on the tail lamps as well as on the bumpers. Stay tuned, I'll get this rear section illuminated in a few minutes. Now, since it shares its underpinnings with its sister Slavia, this also gets a 521 liter boot space, which is really good. It also gets parking sensors. There you see the single tap exhaust, which means this is a 1 liter TSI. Now take a look at the rear section of the car when it's fully illuminated. This looks striking. The LED DRLs add to the style quotient and makes the car look very sporty. Now with this tail lamps, I don't think you have to take it out to get it smoked because it's already done. It looks striking, trust me. The car being in white color and the tail lamp smoked to black has just taken this to the next level. There is no spoiler like what you get on the GT variant. Honestly, I cannot stop talking about how good this car looks in this avatar. Now let's take a look at the LED DRLs up front. So that's the DRL, that's the low beam that's on. I haven't turned the fog lamps on. Just to note, it doesn't get the curved L-shaped DRLs that you see on the GT variant. Let's move on to the rear passenger side now. You'll get a 60-40 split seat that can be split either way on either side. The interior is fully finished in black and beige. Now let me quickly get into it, and you see that I have ample amount of space because of the wheelbase this car offers. You also get AC vents as well as two Type-C charging ports. There's your armrest with cup holders as well. You can pull it back and all three passengers will get headrests. Now this is how the Volkswagen Virtus welcomes you into the cabin. One look and you will immediately like it. Let's take a look at what's there on the driver's door. You'll get controls for the electronically foldable rear view mirrors and power windows, and you have the lock and lock button here. Now let's take a look at the instrument cluster. This gets an analog speedometer, an analog tachometer, and an MID display that will give you tons and tons of information. The steering wheel also looks good. And towards the right side, just like the other Volkswagen Group cars, you will see the buttons to control your headlamps. One thing that I have to say is that this cabin feels really airy. I mean, you feel that there is a lot of space. On the steering wheel, what you get is controls for cruise as well as all your volume rockers. You have to operate your MID with the set of buttons that are available here. Another look at the instrument cluster, and this is the overall interior view. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the infotainment system that's on offer. You get a 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system that supports both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay Wireless. The AC system is all touch. You get two USB ports. Here's the start stop button as well as a button to operate your micro hybrid. The parking brake is all manual. You get a 12-volt DC charger as well, and you get an armrest with some storage space which is not cooled, by the way. Now I have to say that these two USB ports are far more accessible than what is offered on the Skoda Slavia. Good job to Volkswagen on that. Up top on the roof you get a glass holder and two reading lamps, and there is no sunroof on offer on this variant. That's a beep because your door is open. The Virtus is going to cost you about 12.98 lakhs ex-showroom and 14.28 lakhs ex-showroom for the manual and automatic variants respectively. Now, if you're still a sedan lover, I'm sure this is the car for you to go. On a personal note, I will still pick the Volkswagen Virtus over the Skoda Slavia because of how it looks, and it's Volkswagen, right? Thanks viewers, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Bye bye.